Hi, it's Mary Jane from Art Like That. Today we're painting the snapdragons. So I'm painting into my sketchbook here, and as you could tell with the snapdragons, there's a lot of them very close together. So basically, you really just want to get a simulation of the shape. So I'm using two yellows here, one slightly darker than the other. And I'm just painting in the shape. Right here, I'm actually taking off some paint, and that gives the flower dimension. I've actually had to slow this movie down, cutting out a few bits because it took 17 minutes, and I don't think that you want to see painting the same shapes over and over again for 17 minutes. But as you can see, I'm building the flower and being fairly random, leaving some spaces for stems. Here we're getting to the top, and all my strokes are very simple, easy strokes. As you can see, this is not a very detailed painting, but what we're trying to do here is get the idea of the snapdragon. This spring I put some snapdragon seeds into the ground, and I haven't had much success with putting seeds straight into the ground, but this year for some reason everything seems to be doing really well from seeds straight into the ground. And so I've got some snapdragons in, so I'm really excited to see how they turn out, and I most definitely will have a little video to show you the success or failure of them. So now I'm going on to the second snapdragon, and I'm just going to proceed the same way, adding the shape and then adding a little bit of darkness, taking off some paint in certain spots to give definition. Don't be afraid to put quite a bit of paint on, because as you can see I can take it off with a dry brush, and you can manipulate the paint quite easily. And once again, I'm having lots of random shapes, leaving lots of spaces, which gives the impression of it being more realistic. For some newbies, they would tend to put petals all the way up the sides of a stem, but as you can see I've put some in the front, and that's why you don't want to do your stem yet, because that way you can put your stem in after and not interfere with the flower, and it makes it look a lot more realistic. When you have flowers in the front, it looks like it's going all the way around the flower. So now I'm going back to the other one, which is dried up, and I think that's a good idea to make sure it's dry somewhat, because what you don't want is the green blending in with the yellow. So once again, I'm doing very random little strokes underneath the buds here and putting in the stems and simulating what might look like a stem going towards a flower. It really does fool the eye when you just put them in randomly, and as you can see, it's starting to look like a snapdragon. Now I'm just adding some leaves to give some contrast and make it even more like a snapdragon. And I'm randomly putting them in here, being sure to make the shapes of the leaves go in different directions, curling, going up, going sideways. So now we have the basis of a snapdragon, and if you want to start adding more detail, you can certainly start defining those petals even further. But I quite like the loose, fresh look of this painting, and I think I'm going to leave it as is. That's the joy of painting this way, because it's so much more relaxed and you're free to express yourself. And when you're relaxed like that, often your painting comes out a lot better. If you get too concerned about detail, unless that's what you want, you get so maybe a little stiff, and sometimes the paintings don't come out quite as nice. So I think it's a good idea to practice doing this sort of painting, feeling free and making it just run smoothly at your fingertips. And as you practice more and more, you get better and better at it, and then you can actually put in more detail quicker because you've had the practice. So I really hope that you've enjoyed watching this little painting, and I hope that you have a go at painting one for yourself. And of course, snapdragons are many different colors. So don't forget to stop in at my website, www.artlikethat.com, and there you will see a lot of my paintings. I do a lot of animals and florals, and I also design for bedding and other things, even fabric, although they're not up there right now. But you can see the variety of items that I produce with my art. So thanks again for watching, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I look forward to showing you another painting soon. Bye for now.